So this activity here, 77B.2, rules for multiplying by integer powers of 10. When multiplying, these rules that I'm reading out for you are important. When multiplying a given number by a positive integer power of 10, the product is obtained by shifting the decimal point to the right by the given to the right in the given number by the number of places as indicated in the index. Okay? So when multiplying a given power by a negative, you're moving to the left. So negative integer, you move to the left. Positive power of 10, you move to the right. Is that clear? Did you all get that? Did you all see that in your homework? I hope you all did the page, I sent the solutions already. So take, for example.
Miss, for me, that whole page wasn't loading, miss. I had that loading for about 10 minutes. I wasn't loading, miss.
Who is that said the page wasn't loading?
Miss Jelani Webster, miss.
Jelani?
Miss, it wasn't loading for me as well, miss.
What's that? The corrections? Is a picture, is a JPEG. All you have to do is open it on your phone. It's a picture I took because you all said when I scanned the page, you all not seeing the index properly. So it's a JPEG. I took a picture of the solutions. When I did the solutions yesterday, I took a picture and I uploaded it. It could open on your phone. So when you're testing your notebook with the written answers, you all would be able to check and see if you got them right or wrong. I'll open it up just now.
Sometimes it loads forever and in the end you just get a white screen.
Okay, well, I'll open up what I sent yesterday. Okay.
That's only them because I was seeing everything.
All right. So you have 1, 10, 100, 1,000, etc. can be expressed as powers of 10. We know that 1 million is 10 to the power 6, 100,000 is 10 to the power 5, 10,000 is 10 to the power 4, and so on and so on. Next page. Oops. Okay. So where I was reading just now, boy. We did all of these already last week. It's when I opened the workbook. So 10 cubed is that. Right. So this activity here, 7B2. Okay, so the example down here, you all see in example 2, evaluate 7.01 by 10 to the power of negative 4. Trying to... That's page 220, jump to. Okay, so this is 7.01 by 10 to the power 4, negative 4. What do you see the negative 4 there? I will move to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 0.000771. If you have 3.47891, are you all seeing where I'm pointing at the screen? Okay.
Sorry for being late, miss.
Pardon me?
Sorry for being late, miss.
Okay, no problem.
I was in trouble. My internet was sticking.
So we have here 3.47891 divided by 10 to the minus 3. Because they divided by a negative power, okay, I'll show you what they meant. Because they divided by a negative power, it's like a negative negative to make a positive. So that's why you're multiplying, so you went to the right 3 places. I'll have to explain this one on the board. Okay, so let me just erase the board and go back to the meeting. Right, so you all see the board here, right? Okay, let me just get to erase that board. That was AdMaths. If you find the board looking crazy, is because AdMaths had really poor performance yesterday. All right, so I don't want to confuse you all too much. I want you all to understand standard form significant figures. I send the corrections to the homework I sent on Friday. I can't be the only one to be doing homework. If I do the homework, it's because it's meant for you all to do it and you all to get better in the topic. So let me just go back to this book and see. Wrong one. Okay, so this one here, pay attention to this problem here. B3, you all see in my writing, 0.74781 divided by 10 to the negative 3. Pay attention what is happening there. So, if I have to divide by 10 to the negative 3,
Miss,
okay,
we not
so
seeing it.
you're not seeing? Okay, I have to flip back.
Miss, your camera, keep going on and off, miss.
Okay, are you all seeing it now?
Miss, I was seeing it clearly all the time.
Yes, miss.
Are you all seeing it now?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so what is happening here? This divide, I will change to 3.47891 divided by 1/10 cubed, because the negative 3 tells me it's reciprocal. So pay attention. I have to change divide to multiply, not so and invert. Remember when we did fractions last term?
Yes, miss.
All right, so this divide now needs to be changed to multiply. So they didn't explain that in the textbook, but that is why I have a multiply by 10 cubed, because you change divide to multiply and you invert the fraction coming after the divide sign. So this is why now a positive index, 10 cubed, will mean you move into the decimal point 3 places, and the ultimate answer will be 3.478, because I moved the point 1, 2, 3, and the point is after the 8 and 9, 1. Is that clear? So basically, it looked very confusing to start off with. Everybody write down this in their book, because the example jumped from here to here. The example did not put in divide by 1/10 cubed. So write down that, that's very important. I know it's 8 o'clock in the morning, you all didn't feel it to write, but I hope you all have, someone asked Miss to repeat, please. Okay, Tyrese. Okay. In the textbook, remember the textbook, I'm sharing my screen, and this one here. This example I'm doing here. 3.7891 divided by 10 to the minus 3. So I took it to the whiteboard and I wrote it down. So Tyrese, what do? You say 3.47891 divided, because of the negative power, I'm saying that's the reciprocal of the positive of the power. All right, Tyrese? So basically, when I stop sharing my screen, it makes your webcam glitchy. Okay. All right. Well, you see, some people don't have the textbook, David. So that's why I have to share the screen for people who don't have the textbook. All right.
Yes, but the share screen is not on. It's not showing the textbook. It's just showing like the class.
When I go to the book, are people seeing the textbook?
Miss, you're not showing the textbook right now. You're showing the meeting.
I know, but I came back to the meeting so that you're explaining what's on the board. When I click the next textbook, I have, are you all seeing me clearly?
It's a bit fuzzy.
All right, let me stop sharing.
Miss,
Is it better?
you have to fix your resolution again and just keep resetting every time you start a new meeting.
Okay, is that better?
Much better, miss.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so Tyrese, again. Miss, at the start, it was all right until you started to present. Okay. All right, so I'm stopped sharing the screen. So basically, you all have to hear the textbook, because I cannot keep doing like what I did to the textbook. So the work that you all have to do, I just have to display it on the screen. But you all have to get your textbook so that you all can follow what I'm doing. All along I was using last year's Form 2 textbook. But for this year, we have the Rethink Math. So the Rethink Math had this example. So let's look at it again. We saw 10 to the negative 3, so we wrote that 1 over 10 to the positive 3. When we're doing dividing fractions, you have to change divide to multiply and invert. Okay? Is that clear? So basically, if I invert it, 10 cubed will come up on top. So now, if I'm multiplying by 10 to the positive 3, I have to move the point to the right 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So that's why I ended up with this thing here. This original example from Rethink ended up being 3,478.91. So if I told you to give that answer to 3 significant figures, what would you put? Any answers for Ariel? Any answers to St? No, I said Jelani Webster. Okay.
The answer
Yes,
would be 3,480, miss.
No, not 70. Sorry, yes, 70, correct. 80, sorry. 3,480. Because the 8 will make you add 1 onto the 7. Very good, Jelani. So you see what that is? I said give this answer 3,478.91 to 3 significant figures, and Jelani correctly told me 3,480. By the way, Friday. Okay. I gave this is an example from Rethink Math. Let me see what page. Any of you all have the Rethink Math book in front of you all? It's page 220.
Yes,
Those of you who have the
Yes, I have
Rethink
it.
Math. Okay. So I was dealing with the second example. Shelter came in a little late. Anyway, divide by 10 to the minus 3 means 1 over 10 cubed, because negative 3 tells me it's the reciprocal of the positive of the index. Remember, I gave you all that note. The negative index tells you the reciprocal. Then you have to change divide to multiply. So you change divide to multiply, and you invert 1 over 10 cubed. So that will become what?
That's
That will
page
become,
120.
huh?
Which page, miss?
220.
Oh,
220, the example.
okay, miss.
Okay? All right. So basically, I am multiplying by 10 to the positive 3. That's why it's because it's positive. I went 1, 2, 3 places to the right. Because I'm
Then you
negative
put a
next to
decimal point.
right. So the decimal point is between 3,478.91. Then I asked Jelani Webster just now, could you please change that to 3 significant figures? So he quite right. He looked at the 4th significant figure, which is the 8. He looked at the 8 to see what to do to the 7. And he rightly said the answer, 3,480. So that's correct. 366. If it was 266, so who's this? I'm calling on all the people who have changed. Melville. Shelter, you have to change that blue icon to your face shot. Melville. Mikael Melville. Do you have a microphone attached?
Yes, miss.
Good. Could you give me this answer to 2 significant figures? 3,478.91. What is the answer to 2 significant figures?
3,500, miss.
Very good. 3,500. So this is the answer to 2 sig figs. 3 sig figs, 3 SM, and then 3,500 is 2SF. Very good. Yes, question?
If it was a question like negative 20 to the power of negative 4, and this is solve it, how would you?
Yes, now. That's my finish, right? 2SF. So you're all right in this down. Okay, question. Who asked the question? Speak up. Say your name first and question. Who asked the question just now? Who's asking the question? If I had
Miss Darius.
Darius. Okay, Darius, call out the question you want to ask.
Negative 20
Negative 20
to the power of negative 4. Negative 4.
Negative 4. Excellent question. Negative 20 to the power of negative 4. What do you think that will look like? Are you all saying? Negative 20 to the power of negative 4. I'll just write it down up here. This will be 1 over negative 20 to the power of positive 4. Right, Celto? I mean, not Celto, Darius. So then, if you look at here, I'm continuing here, Darius. 1 over negative 20 times negative 20 times negative 20 times negative 20. Are you okay with that, Darius? Are you seeing what I just wrote there?
Yes.
So you see your answer is a negative by a negative, a positive. A positive by a negative is a negative. A negative by a negative is a negative. So this answer will be 1 over 400 by 400. Is that clear, Darius? So negative 20 by negative 20 is positive 400. Negative 20 by negative 20 is positive 400. So the answer is 1 over 60. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Darius, to answer your question, your intricate question, which, okay, he asks what, his original question, what will negative 20 to the power of negative 4 be? So this is 1 over negative 20 to the power of positive 4, and it will become 1 over negative 20 by negative 20 by negative 20 by negative 20, which ended up being 1 over 160,000.
If it's a larger number, how would you do the negative 20 by negative 20? If it's like a large number, like 20.
Well, you'll have to bring it to standard form. So like negative 20 is negative 2 to the power of 10 to the power of 1. Suppose it's 3,000. 1 over negative 3,000 to the power. 1 over like 3,000 to the power of negative 3,000 to the power of negative 4. You understand that? This negative 3,000 a very small number because it's negative 3,000. So I'll write 3,000 as what? 3,000 as minus 3 by 10 to the cubed. And I'm raising that to the power of 4. So you understand? I'm raising up the camera a little bit. You see negative 3,000 to the power of negative 4, Darius?
Yes,
so negative 3 times a thousand. Negative 3 by 10 cubed. So I brought it to standard form, Darius. Sorry, I forgot the negative 4 here. Okay. Okay? Do you understand that? So this now becomes what? Negative 3 to the negative 4. You're asking all kind of, this is like form 4 work, okay? Darius, you just jump ahead. This is like form 4 and 5 work. Negative 3 to the power of negative 4. And we have negative 10. 10 cubed. 1 power raised to the next power times 10 cubed to the power of minus 4. So what is this? Negative. So you understand what's going on here, Darius?
Yes,
You get 1 over minus 3 to the power of 4 multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 12. You understand that? So you can probably take your answer in standard form. Okay? And negative 3 by negative 3 by negative 3 by negative 3, that's 1 over 81. 1 over 81 by 1 over 10 to the power of 12. Look at that big number. 1 over 81 by 10 to the power of 12.
Let's look at the camera a little bit.
Okay, guys.
That's
Understand?
good. Yeah, that's it.
So that's not for very, very, so that's 1 over 81 because negative 3 by negative 3 is positive 9. 9 nines are 81. 1 over 81 by 10 to the power of minus 12. So understand that, Darius? And that'll be a very, very small fraction.
Yes, miss.
Okay? But it'll be a positive number. So I don't know if you all want to take a picture or write down the board. Spare a minute and write down. Those are very pertinent questions, but Darius went ahead and jumped to Form 4 and 5 rules. All of this is example.
Miss, can you repeat, please?
This guy, he doesn't understand.
Example. This
Miss,
was
how
example.
come we forget
Sorry, this is
positive?
example 1. Example 1.
I don't understand.
Example 2. And example 3.
Yeah, because Miss now says Form 4 and Form 5.
Pardon me?
Miss, some of them don't understand.
You all see it now? You all see the old board? Okay, so spare a minute. Example 1 was the one from the Rethink Maths book. Example 2 is the one Darius asked. And then he asked an even more intricate question. Is that clear? So you could write down example 1, example 2, and example 3. But you could rest assured that you'll never see example 2 and 3 in a Form 2 exam. Because you're going way ahead with that question, Darius. Any question, Olton? Any questions? Okay, good. All right, so I'm just going to find the work I uploaded yesterday. Some of you said couldn't see the answers. What did I put in the work yesterday? I said, are you all seeing the stream? I posted new material solutions, page 7.
No,
given
ma'am.
on- yeah. Okay.
Yes, miss.
Just,
Yeah, Miss, I seen it.
okay. You've seen it without me sharing it? So everybody, see the stream. Go to the stream.
Yes, miss, I've seen it.
Okay, so what did I read? What did I put there? Tuesday's class is at 8 a.m. We don't have class on Thursday on account of Republic Day holiday. Friday, the 25th of September, class will start at 9 a.m. This is for you to check to see if your answers were correct for the homework assignment. So this last image here, the one I'm clicking on, the one rightmost. If I open it, and all you have to do is to do Darius and Jelani, all you have to do is to zoom in, and you'll see the page get a little bigger. You understand what I'm saying? Just let me show the screen and show you all again. Present now. Turn the screen and share. So, okay, so did you all check back your answers? How many of you did this page? I can't be the teacher. I know all my work already.
Yeah.
Miss, I
Okay,
do
to
it.
the three of you all, how many of you did the page in question?
Me, Miss. Both none.
Miss, I do it, miss.
Okay, so
Miss,
all
I do
that
it.
before class was, I said
Yes.
before coming to this 8 o'clock class, to check out these answers and tell me what it is you all don't understand from the homework assigned. You understand what I'm saying?
Miss,
So,
Miss, I don't understand.
was that?
Miss, I don't understand number 24.
Was that? I'm not hearing you speak up.
Miss, I don't understand number 24.
Number 21. Okay,
24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just zoom in. 24. Okay. Scroll up a little bit. Oh gosh, why every time I'm scrolling up, the thing moving out. Okay, zoom in. Okay, number 24 is up here. Okay, so what do I have there? Keep coming on. I don't know why the picture keep coming on. All right, so I just have to squint my eyes. So let me get the textbook. So let's see the textbook. All right, so I'll zoom in and therefore, so Darius, you didn't check out your corrections. Okay, so A, 24A, 7.01. It asks you there, give each number correct to the number of decimal places given in the brackets. So 707. 707 have 2 decimal places in it, right? Is that clear? Wash. Okay. Ridiculous. Okay, so 707 has 2 decimal places, but in brackets, I'm seeing 1, right? Give your answer to 1 decimal place. So who asks the question? The 0 is the tens. So I look at the hundreds column to see what to do to the tens column. So the 7 is more than 5, so I'll say 7.1. Who doesn't understand number 24? Who asks the question about number 24? Do you understand it? They want 2 decimal places, but if you look at 0, 4, 8 after the point, that's 3 decimal places after the point. So I have to look at the 8 to see what to do to the 4. So the 2 decimal places after the point will be 0.05. Didn't you all do this in primary school? We did this last year in Form 1.
Oh,
Huh?
Where's your camera is off?
No, I'm sharing the screen so that you all could see the question 24 that the person asked the question about. Then we want 64.46 to 1 decimal place. The 6 after the 4 will make me add on 1 to 46. The 4 and 4.46, and it will be 64.5 to 1 decimal place. Here we want 4 places after the point. So we want 00674. So the 4 is less than 5, so the answer will be 0.0067. Person that didn't understand question 24 understands it now?
yeah, miss, I understand now.
Okay, so you all are okay with this page?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Darius.
I don't understand question 22A.
22A. All right, let's go back to 22A. Okay, write the following numbers in standard form. What's the definition of standard form? Yeah, the definition, read it out. Read out the definition of standard form that you wrote down last week. You all wrote it down? Standard form, by definition, is a number between 1 and 10. So Darius, you'll put a point between the 3 and the 6. You see 3600 there? You'll put a point between the 3 and the 6. So you get 3.6 to make it a number between 1 and 10. After which, what do you do to 3.6 to get it back to 3600? I must move that point 1, 2, 3 places to the right. So then that means I'm multiplying it by 10 cubed. So 3.6 by 1,000 will give me back 3600. You understand that, Darius? Any questions with this page?
Yes.
Who is not understanding the page, speak up now, you know, because this page have the whole thing with standard form and significant figures. Any other questions? Any other questions with the solutions going once? This is standard form going to normal number. This is from normal number to standard form. You all understand standard form? Look at the 37 billion in G. 37 billion, it had 37 with 9 zeros behind it. But to bring it to a number between 1 and 10, I had to drop the point between the 3 and the 7. So standard form by definition is a number between 1 and 10. So you have 3.7, and I'm multiplying it by 10 to the power of 10 to give me back 37 billion. Is that clear? You all okay with that? Look at this one. F. Yes, question.
Miss,
Any questions?
yes, miss. Could you
Okay,
explain?
so those of you that you're supposed to have. Let me go back to the meeting. Who's asking the question?
Me, Byron Box, miss.
Okay, Aaron. Were you in class on Friday when I started standard form and significant figures?
Yes, miss.
Okay,
I
so
just want-
standard form by definition is a number between 1 and 10 multiplied by the appropriate power of 10. So Aaron, I assigned homework, and this homework here, I had some large, very large numbers, very small numbers. So take, for example, where the cursor is pointing, 22F. I have point with 3, 6, 9, 10. I have point 10 zeros with a 6, 4, 5, 4, sorry. So basically, what do I do, Aaron, is to put the point between the 5 and the 4. Okay, so some calculators cannot display all these. They'll give you the calculator, they'll give the answer in standard form or scientific notation on calculator. So if I drop the point between 5.4, is that close to the point with 5.4? No. So now, because I'm moving to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm moving to the left 11 places. It's 5.4 by 10 to the negative 11. Okay? Is this getting clearer? So when you go to the Rethink Math book now, seeing that I gave you all the solutions to the homework assignment, which you all obviously did not do. Remember, I'm not seeing your Thursday, I only seen your twice book. The Rethink Maths book, you all were supposed to have converted all of this activity here. You see this here? You all are supposed to be writing it in standard form. Okay? So they tell you, for example, write 2014.3 to the in standard form. So what do? You go to put the point between the 2.0143. Is that clear? And now, if I have to bring it back to 2014, I must multiply by 1, 2, 3, move it 3. So you understand, to make this a number between 1 and 10, the x here that I am pointing to must always be a number between 1 and 10. So I must drop the point between the 2 and the 0. So 2.0143 by 10 cubed is going to give me back the 2014. So spare a minute now, everybody, and just do this activity here. Okay, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and do you rethink? Activity 7B, starting with page this. Starting with page 222 or 221. I'm kind of scrolling and scrolling too much. All right, except activity, those of you that have the textbook, this activity 7B, write this number as an integer power of 10. So I'm calling you all now, we're doing number 1 orally. So let me get my class list. There's the class list again, boy. Anyway, I'll just, the names I remember. Jama Kalin, what do you write 10 as? Number 1A. Jama Kalin, 10 is, write 10 as the power of 1. Are you all hearing me?
Yes,
Jama
miss.
Kalin. I can't see because the camera is off. Whose camera is off? My camera is not off. Okay, Tristan Lopez, what do you write 10 as? Tristan Lopez? Don't be, I mean, this, all of you all should be like Dominic Bolton. Have your camera on so I'll see what you're doing. Miss, I am breaking up your internet. Okay, Darius has his camera on. Zarian Romani, answer the question. What is 10? Zarian?
Power 1.
Correct, 10 to the power of 1. Darius, What is 1? Second question, if you have your reading book,
1 to
where's
the
it?
power. 1 to the power of 10. 1
No,
to
no,
the
as a power of 10. No. 10 to the power of, you have the answer has to be 10 to the power of something, Darius. What is 1?
10 to the power of 1.
10 to the power of 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1. Anything except 0 to the power of 0 is 1. Okay? All right, Darius. Then we move on to Shakil pair. Shakil, I just showing you the screen. 1 billion. 10 to the power of what? As a Shakil pair. You see the screen? C. 1C. 1 billion Shakil is 10 to the power of what? Shakil pair, take off your mic, speak. Shakil pair, I'm calling you. Is he hearing me? I'm seeing you, but I'm not hearing you, Shakil. 1 billion is 10 to the power of what?
I don't know.
10 to the power of, how many zeros there? How many zeros in a billion?
Miss, can I do it?
And you all see the board, how many zeros? Let me just
9.
Yes, 9 zeros in a billion. So the answer is 10 to the power of 9. Dominic Olton, 10,000 is 10 to the power of how much?
10 to the power of 4, miss.
Correct, 10 to the power of 4. Joshua Gaffney, are you on page 220, whatever? And the reading book.
Miss, can you share the screen?
I'll just scroll down. Oops. Oh Lord, going down too far. Yes. Gosh. Are you all seeing it? Wow. That's 7, number 1. Okay, and going down to I. Okay. So they went down to. Okay, so we reach B. This is 0.00. Okay, so you know what you're all doing? Page 2. Why am I?
Believe it was 218, miss.
Is this the page?
Yes, miss, that's the page.
Okay, so after Olton, Gaffney, you were doing E. 0.001. What is that 10 to the power of what?
Negative.
Negative what? Yes, negative.
1 negative 10 to the power
10 to the power of
2.
negative 3. This is, I am 1E on page 2, whatever, any textbook. Page 232. Okay, or page 2 something.
The textbook doesn't come the introduction. That comes the introduction.
Pardon me?
Miss, the textbook doesn't come the page as the introduction. It come the page as what they start with the
All right,
actual.
well, I'm on this page here. You all are seeing, I'm still sharing screen. Are you all seeing what the cursor is pointing at? I'm on 1E. Gaffney, the answer is what? This is 1 over 1,000. So 1 over 1,000 is 1 over 10 cubed. So this is 10 to the negative 3, Gaffney.
10 negative.
3. 10 to the power of negative 3. Okay.
Yes, miss.
After Gaffney, Webster. What is 1/10?
Excuse me, miss. Miss, can you say what is D, miss? What is
E is 10